Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share. I just want to share a little bit about that because I've spent a lot of time in the center in Honolulu, and I'm always jumping up to share for the last 4 years. And that's how my channels have opened. And when you share, sometimes I don't even know why I'm sharing. And then as I'm sharing, heaven's like, okay, here's the deeper meaning. The gifts that you can receive. So I would love to hear you share, and I encourage you to share. We really have so much to receive, to serve with, and that's one way to do it. So I'll share this story. It was actually a year ago, and I was thinking of it recently. I was having kind of a lot of challenges last year at this time. So it's nice to reflect and be here and with all of you. And I was looking for my next job, and I didn't have food, and I didn't have my rent money, and luckily I had the center, so I kept, would go to the center all the time. But I was really just in this place where I was just having to open my arms and be like, okay, God, okay, divine, what do I do? And so I was actually guided to go to the food bank to get some food, which was this beautiful experience. I'd never had to do that before. And when I arrived, I was having some feelings about going there and just really down. I scrounged up enough money to get on the bus to go down to the food bank. And, you get a ticket and you have to wait for many hours. But I arrived, I got my ticket, and I walked into this space, and there's all these people who have been waiting for a really long time to get food. And there was this little girl, and she was strapped into a stroller. She was probably about 1.5. And she was with, her guardians were much older, in their 70s. And the mom was getting up to go into the food bank to get food, and she was just completely emotionally distraught from this. She's screaming and running with the stroller attached to her. And instantly I just walked up to her, dropped to my knees, and started chanting love, peace, and harmony to her. And what happened, it's not me, it's the song, but my soul just instantly went into service. And it was one of the most profound experiences of my life, because what happened after that was so beautiful. And then, I realized why I was actually at the food bank. This opportunity to connect, to be one with this community, because I'm no different than anybody. And the little girl, everything just shifted for her. She sat down in her pram, and she just listened to me. And then she started touching my face. And the floor was just filthy, and I think I was even wearing white pants, but it didn't matter at all. And I just kept chanting, probably for 20 minutes. And the grandfather, the guardian, you could tell he was just so tired, and he actually was able to close his eyes and relax. And then everybody around started shifting. And people were sharing the snacks that they did have with each other and being nice and sharing smiles. It completely transformed the whole frequency of that area. And then the mom came out, and the little girl left. And this other woman called me over, and she said, "What did you just do?" Wow, I've never seen anything like that before. So I, of course, shared the song with her and how to listen to it and use it, and encouraged her to visit the center. And her heart, you could tell, she could feel the love. It was just so open and beautiful. So it was such an unexpected time, and it continued once I got into the food bank. It was once the frequency had been created, then Divine was just giving me all these opportunities to share love to everyone. And I even ended up walking out of the food bank with I really didn't go there for food. I didn't get much, but I was able to offer and receive so much more than I ever thought I would.
Beautiful.
So thank you for allowing
thank
me
you,
to
thank you.
share that very personal story.
Beautiful.
Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's the power